Hi friends, and welcome to today's video. So I'll be tackling my usual messes in my living room and my kitchen, also planning on tackling this disaster of a garage we have. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or water and go ahead and join me as I start to get organized and reset for the new year. So we're starting off today in my living room. As you can see, it's a mess. It usually gets a mess during the week. On the weekends, we reset and get cleaned up because during the week we're so busy. And, I'm just rolling through life, y'all, to be honest. So again, today I'm starting off. I'm just straightening up, picking things that don't belong. Gabe was half asleep when I asked him to come downstairs because I knew I was going to need him to help me move the couch. And so he was kind of just standing there because he didn't know what to do. And he just, jumped in here and there to help pick up some stuff and everything before I had to move the couch because obviously I had to get all this stuff off and get laundry together, get the trash up, fold the blankets. It was just a lot. So while I was working on that, I had to throw on a clean with me video. He went ahead and decided to clean up upstairs while he was waiting for me to help him move the heavier stuff. And as you can see, that light's flickering back and forth because Emmett loves to play with light switches recently. I don't know what's going on with that. But so you'll see that flickering back and forth and Gabe finally going upstairs to make him stop. But anyway, right here, I'm just getting all our blankets folded. All of this is clean laundry. I had just pulled it out of the dryer that morning. So here I'm just folding things up to get them into our blanket basket. It's overfilled. I think I'm going to start moving some of the blankets upstairs. And as usual, Kronk is just right there in the way because he's so nosy. He wants to be up under me all the time. I did stop to get him water because usually if he's like right there, he either wants to play, go outside, or he wants water. So I did stop to give him water and then just continued on getting everything cleaned up. So I just want to take this time to introduce myself. My name is Brittany, and I am a wife and a mother to 3 beautiful little boys, ages 6, 5, and 3. We also have a Alaskan Shepherd named Kronk, and I think he is a tuxedo cat, but we have a black and white cat named Cusco. You will often see those two floating in and out of the videos. Cusco, in this particular point, was upstairs somewhere, but he's usually downstairs following me everywhere. Like he's literally sitting right by me right now as I do this voiceover. But we have a hectic life. It's a bunch of us here. We are what I consider a large family, but you know what? We're having a great time just figuring things out together. My boys do have autism, so that is something also that I am learning how to, I don't want to say deal with, but learning how to help my boys process life, if that makes sense. It's been a journey. I honestly did not know much about it before, my oldest son was diagnosed with it. But you know what? We have come so far. He has come so far. My other 2 sons have come so far, and we're still just getting better and better every day. So this channel is in collaboration with my sister Ashley and my cousin Erica. We're just 3 wives and 3 moms, just trying to figure out life, trying to handle life, and just be the best wives, mothers, sisters, cousins, whatever, be the best version of ourselves. In my videos on this channel, you're gonna see me essentially just trying to get my life back together and back in order. I noticed my boys do really well on a routine, and we have been completely off on a routine. I wanna be more organized, more present, more responsible, more consistent, and this is just going to be me just being frank, open, and honest with you guys, and want to take you guys along on my journey as I work on, my health, eating better, working out more, having a routine for my children, making sure they are doing well, make sure my husband, knows that I am here for him, I'm present for him, being a more present member of my family, trying to be less stressed, because if I'm less stressed, then that's just going to equate into my family's lives. You're also going to see DIYs, home projects. I love things like that. You're going to see us traveling. I plan on traveling more with my kids this year, getting them out and about. Admittedly, I really don't go anywhere much just because it is sort of a handful having all three of my boys. Elijah does have sensory issues. He gets overstimulated with, big crowds. Like, we know now how to handle it and help him navigate through it and where his triggers are. But I just don't go out much. We don't really do much just because it can be a lot. And I do want to start taking my boys, to experience more things. Me personally, growing up, my parents, we were always doing fun things. We were going on trips. We were going to museums. We were going to the movies. We were going to theme parks, the zoo, various things. And I really want that my boys to have that same experience. We can still have fun at home, but I also want them to explore the world and see things that I saw, and even better because there's so much more now. So I just want to take you guys along on this journey as I also work on being a better version of myself. Maybe that'll inspire you to be a better version of yourself. I certainly hope so. So here I'm just coming in to spray my couch down with a Tide antibacterial spray. It is a fabric refresher spray. I use this often. I do wash our couch cushions and the pillows on them, but obviously on the back part of our couch, you can't remove those cushions. So in between washes, I do spray this on there just to, refresh the couch, make sure it smells good, and also that it's keeping it clean. And look at Kronk. He's just all over Gabe. He is such a big baby. Like, Gabe is his best friend. He loves to jump all over Gabe and hug Gabe. But anyways, before I get off track, I get off track a lot. Here, like I said, I'm just spraying the cushions down and removing them to clean under the couch. As you can see, there is crumbs. There is a little bit of trash under there. I don't understand how stuff falls under the couch cushions. I don't. But anyway, I'm just picking it up. Gabe came back downstairs. He had straightened up our room and the upper hallway, and he came downstairs to help me so I can get the couch moved. You see, he's just going to come through and vacuum it out, and then I'm going to come through with the antibacterial spray and spray that as well. as you can see, while Gabe is vacuuming up, the little crumbs and everything that we move the couch cushions, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the couch cushion covers and throw them on the wash. I noticed there were stains on them from the boys. Elijah got yogurt all over it. We eat at the table. He's not supposed to eat on the couch. He had yogurt all over his hands, and then I got onto the couch cushion. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove those so I can just give those a deep clean. And then I do spray the couch cushions also, the inner part, with the Tide antibacterial spray also, because obviously I can't put those parts in the wash, but I just want to make sure those are cleaned as well. So get ready for a real life mom moment. We moved the couch and I'm laughing because I'm just astounded. Look at all this stuff that is under the couch. And mind you, I clean from under my couch pretty often. So at this point, I think maybe it had been a week, maybe two at the most, where I had not cleaned under the couch. I don't even understand how stuff gets under the couch. This plasticware, these paper plates, I just don't get it. I know Kronk will sometimes get into the trash, and maybe that's what happened, because I was like, how did all this stuff get under here? All these little toys, all of this. But use this as your reminder to move that couch, girl. Don't just vacuum the front or around it. Go ahead and slide that couch up, because you never know what's under there. Luckily, it's just, little bits of trash and then toys and whatnot, easy pickup. But I was just astounded. I was like, how did all of this accumulate under there so quickly? I don't understand. So now Gabe is coming through with the vacuum. He's just vacuuming up all those pieces that, we couldn't pick up by hand. And also the dog fur and dust. We always have dog fur everywhere Kronk sheds a lot. If you have any form of husky, like, you know. So Gabe is, like I said, just coming through. He is vacuuming. Kronk spends a lot of time back here just because this is where we keep his water dish and food bowl. Our house is pretty small. It is a small little house, and I don't know where else to put it where it's like not in the way. And I also didn't want it like super visible. So this was the perfect spot behind the couch. Nobody really goes back there unless you have to get into that little closet. And that closet's just, you know, one of those under the stairs closets. And we just use it for storage. That's somewhere else I need to also go in and reorganize. Our hot water heater is also in there. So we were keeping our shoes in there, but I'm probably going to pull that out. I want something more functional for like our everyday lives, like when we have to get our shoes. So for right now, they're in there, but the back of that area, it gets pretty dusty, like with the pet dander. And, you know, when Kronk comes in from outside, like if he's dusty or whatever, it gets back there. So I clean back here pretty often as well. But still, even like with us vacuuming like every day, we have to vacuum every day. I'm still always finding like pet hair and dust. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I think it's also because like our floors are concrete, and I feel like it's more noticeable than like if we had carpet. And I mean, even if I had carpet, I think I would still vacuum every day, like, because, you know, I have 3 small children and 2 pets. So right now, we're taking the couch apart to make it easier to move. And surprise, surprise, there is stuff under the other side of the couch as well. So we're just going to get that picked up and vacuumed. I also need to deep clean this rug. I've had this rug for years. I love this rug, but it is also the bane of my existence. I have cleaned this rug with one of those rented carpet cleaners to try to get some of the stains out. There's one big particular stain that will not come out. My youngest son had grabbed like this cup of grease from whenever I was cleaning out a dish where like I had made something, some sort of like stew or roast or something, and when I was draining the extra, you know, grease and oil off the top of it from the Instapot, I put it in a cup so I could dispose of it in the trash instead of like, you know, pouring down the drain or whatever. And for whatever reason, my youngest son went and grabbed it and dumped it on the rug. I have no idea still to this day why he did that. I immediately tried to clean it up. Like I got some baking soda. I tried to blot it up. I let the baking soda soak on it overnight, and like it absorbed most of the grease, but for whatever reason, there is still a stain mark there, and I am not sure how to get it out. I don't know if I want to get it professionally cleaned or not when we have someone come in to clean our carpets, because honestly, it's an old rug. It doesn't even match like the color theme that I'm trying to slowly transition to. At my old place, I was really into like grays and creams, so everything we had was like that color scheme. But in this particular house, especially because the downstairs, the concrete floors are painted this warm sort of brown, light brown color, I want to transition more into creams, light browns, and, you know, dark woods. So everything else has already kind of been switched out. The only thing that has not has been this rug and this couch. So I know that's an investment. It's something I'm going to work on later. So for right now, I'm just going to keep it. I'm just debating if I want to get it professionally cleaned or not. Now you see me coming in with carpet refresher. At this point, I did put Kronk outside. This particular one that I do use, it is from Arm & Hammer. It says it's safe for pets, but still I make sure the kids are not downstairs and, you know, the pets are, you know, not in the way when I'm putting this down. So I'm just bringing this down. I use this to see if it can pull up any extra, like, you know, dirt or anything before I vacuum. This was our fall decorations in the living room. It wasn't a lot, but I'm gonna go ahead. That was my favorite piece. I love those pumpkins over that painting. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that down, and we're gonna throw our Christmas stuff up. So after we had finished cleaning up the living room and we stopped to fix lunch, take a little break, and took the boys to the park. When we got back home, I decided to let's just go ahead and take the fall decorations down and start decorating for Christmas. So Gabe was getting the rest of the decorations from the garage for the stuff that we didn't have in the house already. I'm just pulling my things down off the wall. I didn't do a lot of fall decorating this year. I plan on doing it more next year. I just didn't have a lot of stuff when we moved. I donated or had to throw away a lot of things. So I'm kind of starting over. I did keep some pieces, obviously, like these pumpkins that are around this painting, the leaves, things like that. But for now, I'm just taking things down. The boys are playing on the stairs with their tablet. For whatever reason, whenever they get tablet time, they like to sit on the stairs and prop up their tablets on the railing. And it doesn't bother me. It's just something they do. I don't know why. It's so fun to them. But anyway, I'm just going ahead and pulling down the last of the things while Gabe is outside, like I said, pulling stuff in. He's going to get the last few things pulled down for me that I couldn't reach and just pull out the tabs that are stuck on the wall from the leaves also. While Gabe was finishing up pulling those tabs off the wall, I went ahead and started getting the Christmas tree together. You're going to see him jump in and help me here in a little bit. And then my ever so helpful Alaskan Shepherd Kronk, of course, coming to see what was going on. But here I'm just getting the base together. This isn't a big super fancy tree. It's something that we had gotten a couple years ago from Walmart, just one of those, $50 6-foot tree. I eventually do want to invest into something bigger, but for right now, things were just a little low-key this year. I was trying to work on not spending as much on decorations. I wanted to make sure we had the things that we needed to establish our home and invest there first. And next year, I do plan to go all out with the decorations. I do want to invest and get into a bigger tree, a more fuller tree, but this one works just fine for now. So now we're just going in with the ornaments. I really need to invest in more ornaments. One thing I do also want to do is start a tradition where we pick an ornament out as a family all together every year to put on the tree. I just have like these little red and gold ornaments that I got from at home, at store. I don't even know, like they have a lot of stuff, but I didn't, like I said, didn't want to spend a bunch of money this year, so I have some of those and we're just placing them sporadically across the tree. It wasn't any sort of, particular pattern or anything I was doing. This tree is also pre-lit, so I don't have to worry about stringing Christmas lights around it. It already has lights on it. So here it is the next day, and I am getting started on cleaning the kitchen. So the day before, after we finished decorating, did our usuals, fixed dinner and everything. And then by then I was so tired at the end of the night. I honestly did not do the dishes before I went to bed. That is another habit that I want to break moving into the new year. I want to make sure before I go to bed, my kitchen is closed for the night, where that means the dishes are in the dishwasher, there's nothing on my counters, food is put away, the table is cleaned off, just shut down so it's ready for my opening shift in the morning, So here I'm just multitasking. I'm going ahead before I start to clean, just decided, let me just go ahead and get breakfast cooked. I'm just doing something simple, just, those cinnamon rolls that you can get from Sam's, the big pack. I just got some of those, popped those in the oven, and then I'm just going to make some of the Wrights, thick cut apple cut bacon, also just some breakfast potatoes that I'm going to throw in the air fryer. Just keeping it simple, just because today we're going to tackle the garage, which I will show that in another video because that process is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and I don't want this video to be super long. But here, as you can see, I'm just putting up clean dishes that were in the dishwasher already, whether breakfast is cooking. I also want to get this done before the boys got up, because once they are up, that adds on another layer of chaos. So I tried to get as much done before everybody gets up. Just also I take this time where it's just me, I can clean in my own pace. I usually just throw a clean with me video on. I don't know why I love to do that, but I like to have a clean with me video on as I clean. It may be weird or to some people, but I enjoy it. It makes me feel like, I'm cleaning with somebody else. And it also kind of motivates me to keep going and to get things organized and cleaned up, because I will admit your girl can be a little lazy, and that's something I am also trying to work on. I am trying to get out of my lazy era and into my productive era. So here I'm just unloading the dishwasher, like I said, putting up, my dishes so I can load it with the dishes that are currently in the sink, and then just move on from there. So I know I've shared some of my goals with you guys that I want to accomplish in the new year, as far as being more productive, being more responsible, being more organized. I want to hear, what are some of your goals that you plan on doing into the new year? Are you even doing any goals? Or are you just gonna kind of just see what happens? I'm interested in just hearing you guys' plans for the new year. It excites me, motivates me. Maybe we can inspire each other. I want this to be a community where we can all grow together. I know that we all are going through life right now. It's been a rough year for not just my families all across the world, basically. And so I hope that, me and my experiences can help motivate you with your life to do better, because we all deserve better. We all deserve a clean home. We all deserve organized spaces. We all deserve a place where we can just relax. And so that's something that I really want to work on this year, where I can take the time, if I keep things clean and maintain, then I don't have to do these super deep cleans where it takes up my entire day. And then I'm tired at the end of the night where, I can't spend time with my family, with my kids, my husband, whatever, because at this time, I just want to go to bed. So I'm hoping, after these deep cleans, all I have to do is worry about maintaining it and have to do a super deep clean not as often, because things are already clean. And I hope this is going to inspire you to do the same. So now that I have my dishwasher loaded, I do have some dishes that I'm going to hand wash. And for right now, I'm just pulling them out of the sink. I'm going to clean my sink out first because obviously, like, you got to have a clean sink to be able to have a clean spot to wash your dishes in. You don't want to clean your dishes in a dirty sink. But for right now, I'm just getting that stuff moved out the way so I can get that cleaned off, pulling off, trash off the counters and getting that cleaned up. As you can see, the cinnamon rolls were done. So I pulled those out of the oven. Right now, the bacon is cooking, and so is the breakfast potatoes in the air fryer back there. I use the I use the Ninja Foodie grill. It is a grill and air fryer, and we use this like all the time. Like, I really wish I didn't have to keep it on my counter, which I technically don't, but we use it so often, I just leave it out. But here you can see I'm grabbing some Dawn Power Wash, and I'm just going to use that to spray out the sink really quick to get that all cleaned up. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm going to go in and clean those dishes as well. Side note, you guys can probably hear my kiddos in the background. They are playing and having fun, and I would apologize for it, but you know what? Like I said, we just roll with the punches around here. I'm sure you guys don't mind hearing the kids laugh in the background. I'm just glad they're having fun and allowing me to get my voice recording done. I just want to add a little sidebar in here. As I'm scrubbing out the sink, the Dawn Power Wash makes this process so easy. I saw people talking about it, Randon and Raven, on other Clean With Me videos, on TikTok and things. And I never really thought this is something. I thought it was just like a novelty, like, oh, wow, you can spray your soap on. But y'all, I'm not going to lie. This stuff is the truth. It makes things so much easier. It really pulls up that gunk and grime. I use it in my sink when I'm cleaning my sink. I use to spray on my dishes. I use it to clean off my grill grates for, my indoor grill, my outdoor grill, all of that. And now after I got it scrubbed out, I'm just using a cup to rinse off the extra soap residue before I start hand washing it. Another thing that I do want to invest into the sink is one of the spray hoses. It just makes things so much easier to clean it because I'm always using a cup to just kind of fill the cup up and then dump it around the sink. And even sometimes I still don't get it completely rinsed off. So one of the projects I want to do in the new year is getting one of those sprayer sinks and having, Gabe put it in. So that'll make things easier because I also get water everywhere. As you can see, it's all over my hoodie. I get it everywhere when I'm doing this. Now that I have this sink all sprayed and cleaned out, I'm going to just take that same Dawn Power Wash and spray it onto the dishes. I let it sit there for a second or so, and then I come through and then just scrub them clean. So while I'm letting the dishes sit there with the Dawn Power Wash on them, I'm just going to wash my hands really quickly and then just go ahead and start fixing breakfast. By this point, the boys were starting to get up. Kronk was also ready to go outside. So I'm just going to go ahead and get their plates cooked. I already have the other dishes going in the dishwasher. I'm just going to get everyone set up. We're going to eat breakfast really fast, and then I'll come back and finish off these dishes. So the potatoes weren't done, so I was letting them cook a little longer. That's why I went ahead and finished off those dishes, and now I'm gonna get everything plated. Like I said, these cinnamon rolls come from Sam's. It's like a 4-pack. The same thing with the bacon. It's the Wright's bacon. I just get that, plate it up, put the breakfast potatoes on. Elliot loves bananas, so his place has bananas. Emmett loves oranges. His head plants oranges. Elijah's not into fruit, so I have to put things together for them. So this is now after breakfast. Now I'm just getting the inside bowl part for the Ninja Foodie Grill. I'm just getting that all sprayed and cleaned out. The boys had finished breakfast. Gabe had taken them outside to play, and I'm just finishing cleaning up the kitchen, wiping up things and putting things away from that I used to cook, and then just finishing off those dishes that I didn't wash earlier when I was cooking. The ones that I did clean, they're sitting in the clean side, so I'm gonna get those put away because they were dry at that point. And then I'm just gonna finish getting the counters cleaned off and then just be done. So now you're gonna see me come through with some Lysol spray. I just get the Lysol solution, follow the instructions to mix it up and put it in the spray bottle. And I'm gonna use that to wipe and disinfect my counters. So as I'm watching this back as I'm cleaning, I am using a lot of paper towels, I realize. I need to invest in maybe some microfiber cloths or something to clean my counters with. I know I can use a sponge, but I prefer not to because I know they hold a lot of germs. So maybe I'll invest in like, a set of dish towels or whatever. I know IKEA sells kitchen towels that can be used for cleaning. So I really need to go pop in there and grab some because I am using a lot of paper towels. this is the finished result. It felt so good to get everything cleaned up and to not have any dishes in my sink, not have anything that's on the counter that is not supposed to be there. No food is left out, everything put away. I'm gonna finish this video off lighting one of my favorite candles from Bath & Body Works. It's the Balsam something. I just know it smells like pine trees and I love it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to get some cleaning done in your home. Let me know in the comments if there is anything you would like to see, or just share what maybe your goals for the year are. I hope to connect with you guys soon. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.